Hey, how's it going? Another lens review. This is on the Pentax macro lens, the 50mm f2.8. It's a very nice lens. It goes from f2.8 all the way to f32. Just that's typical with most macro lenses, or even more than f32. You might be looking at this lens and the 100mm. What is the difference? They're both digital FA lenses, so they're both optimized for full frame cameras, so you can use them on your K1 in full frame mode. So just get that out of the way. The difference between the 50 and the 100 is $150 difference. That's the difference. That's the difference. Let me start by saying this is $350 new. It's about 200 used. The 100 is 500 new and about 350, 375 used, so 150 either if you buy it new or used. That's the difference there as far as pricing. I actually like this one better because the build construction is a lot better. It just, the other one seems a little bit too plasticky. Now the 100 does have the weather resistance in there. A lot of people like that. If you're one that goes out in the rain, maybe you should get that. I personally don't go out in the rain to shoot. It's not very fun for me. But you might get caught out in the rain. Any light rain on this lens, I would be okay with. If you're not comfortable with that, you could go ahead and get that 100mm one. As far as image quality difference, I don't think you're going to see a big image quality difference. All macro lenses are sharp. When I look at a macro lens, I look at the features of the lens. And the things I do like about this lens is the build construction and the focus ring. If you're doing macro photography, you're going to be doing a lot of manual focus, and I like the ring on this one. It's really, really nice. This is compact, and I think it's a little bit lighter than the 100. 49mm filter thread on that, and same for the 100. This lens typically has a hood on it. I don't have it, but it would cover up this part that would stick it out if it was on there. This lens does have a different feature I don't use, but you might want to use it. It's a little clamp, so you could slap it into on position and it will lock the focus into whatever focus you have going on at that point when you lock it in, so you can unlock it. The autofocus on this works really, really well. It's that screwdriver, sorry, plane going over. It's that screwdriver autofocus sound, and so it is buzzy, but it does do the job. It searches a little bit if you're down at f2.8 and you're trying to get something close. It's hard to keep focus, especially if you're handheld, so it will search a little bit there. What else to say? Here is some image samples. I took this out in the yard with my K70 and did a few image samples. As you can see here, all these are straight out of camera. No editing whatsoever. You might be asking, well, what does the image quality look like on the K1? You are in luck. I did a video several years ago when I had this lens for my K1. I didn't do an actual review. I just did some test images, made a video. I will link that in the description below so you could check out those images, what it might look like on your K1 if you decide to get this lens. I would personally get this one over the 100 just because of the features and saving $150. I did not mention that this has a 6-inch minimum focusing distance. The 100mm has a foot closest focusing distance, so you're not going to see a ton there when you're getting close, like that. So yeah, if you have a question, just leave a comment below. I'll be happy to answer it. I would probably rank this. Let me talk about this real quick. It's funny, these 50mm, I think like a lot of people pass and get the 100mm range in their macro lenses. It's because they have so many 50mm lenses. Like Pentax, if you go back to their manual focusing 50 and 55 lenses, the K mount, they have over 20, I'm sure. I have to go through and count. So chances are, if you've been shooting photography, you have a 50mm in your bag already. That's why you probably don't get this. But think of it more as think it more on the macro side instead of the lens side. It's hard to separate those two, but it is a completely different beast, macro lens, than a standard lens. Try to do that, and I think if you buy this, you will be super happy with it. Anyway, enough said. Thanks for watching. Go ahead and subscribe if you hadn't, and check out that link in the description below and check out the images on the K1. Thanks for watching.